Hi, my name is Susie Anderson, and I am a poet and writer currently based in Melbourne, Nam, and I write about place, longing, loss, love, and memory, just like all poets should. My background is that my mum is English, my dad is Aboriginal. So I write about the tension between these two things and what it means to kind of be a person who inhabits these two opposing forces of colonization. I write about that sometimes, but also I just like to write about love and longing. So what I'm going to read today is two poems. They're pretty Melbourne in their focus. I decided to choose that. You can see them in the backyard here. Finally, we're having some sunshine. It's been a really long spring for us. The winter's taking a long time to leave. And this is a poem called Surveillance that I wrote almost 10 years ago. When you take a photo with your phone, it tracks your location precisely. There was one photo of us actually looking like a couple. We were walking through Fitzroy North, and you were going to that girl's house, but I was being cool and pretending I didn't mind at all. Exact details saved with the file. Mid-May, just before midnight, even the street name. There was a cat nearby, and I patted it. You took photos of me, hair falling onto the cat's body as I lovingly held it. Strange. You then made us take pictures together. Our faces a tinged street lamp yellow, our eyes filled with the following. You upset me, I forgive you, I lose myself. This is from my book, The Body Country, which is currently only available in English. But I wanted to choose poems today for this event because poems that would talk about the Melbourne that I know, the Melbourne of my past relationships as I've grown over time. And the reason I told you that this poem was written like 10 years ago is because I think we widen our focus as artists as we grow. And I'm going to read now a poem that's more recent. I wrote it 2 years ago. It's also about Melbourne, also about the same guy that other poem was about, but how, we evolve, hopefully we evolve as people, we evolve as artists over time, and our art reflects that. And this one also makes mention, where did it go, of a building in Melbourne, which has the face of one of the Wurundjeri elders. And Wurundjeri, for people who don't know, Wurundjeri is the traditional the traditional custodians of the land that we now call Melbourne, which is also known as Nam. So this one is fittingly called The More Things. A moment to appreciate the quiet work of time. How far I've come since the pain of seeing you hold hands with someone else on Gertrude Street, finding refuge in the sprawling roots of a Moreton Bay fig in the exhibition gardens to exercise every last feeling on the phone to my friend who said you were nothing. That era was Bowditch and Barnet heartbreak, mapping my heartbeat on top of this city. When I moved here to find love, I was a cardigan-clad loner, calloused index finger from smoking rollies and flipping through zines. These days, I unmap the place and ride my bike down streets which were once creek, cruise alongside eels in the gutter, imagine them like big worms from Dune. At traffic lights, I stop and look up, not down at my feet, and see old Barack's face, keeping watch on his country. Lately, non-Aboriginal people are much more interested in who you are, where you come from. Now they care about where they live, play, create on Kulin lands. I'm back in Melbourne now, and things have changed. thank you for listening and sending all the very best wishes from Nam. Take care.